Hello guys, Imran here. Welcome to my channel. Today we are going to discuss on application packaging silent switch part 2. In the last session we have discussed on application packaging silent switch where we have discussed how we can find the application silent parameter or silent switch. One first step is by visiting the vendor site whether he have documented any silent switch for that application or not, and second is command prompt. Via command prompt we can pause /question mark to know whether that application have the silent switch or not. And third step third way sorry third method is process explorer. Via process explorer we can go and see whether that application have the silent switch or not by going through the properties string. Here it will list out the silent switches of the application. So these three things we have covered for the silent switch. One is documentation, one is via command prompt, one is via process explorer. So we also discussed on few things. So one is before application gets installed, application will extract files and folder in different locations, and from there it will start installing the application. So majorly once application started triggering, so it will extract files in %temp or sometimes in program data package cache, sometimes in C Windows temp, sometimes in C Windows installer. It completely depends upon the application behavior. And we also discussed on few things that is related to startup. Before we start up any application, we need to enable log file under registry, we need to clear event viewer, we need to enable task manager command line, and also we need to clear the %temp. So I hope you have understand well. If not, you can go and visit my created video in the YouTube. Let's come to the today's session. So in today's session we are going to discuss on application packaging silent switch part 2. In silent switch part 2 we are going to use one more tool which will help us to find the silent switch of the application. So let's start that process. So we have a tool, universal silent switch provider. So we need to start up that setup. Let's give a startup. So the tool name is universal silent switch finder. With this help of the tool we can able to find the silent switch of the application. So earlier we have talked on by visiting vendor website, and also we have discussed via command prompt, and also we have discussed on the process explorer, and this is the final method where we can find the silent switch of the application, that is universal silent switch finder. So let's give a quick startup. So now we need to go to the file. Under file tab we need to click, it will throw a prompt. From here we need to choose the file. So let's choose the notepad file. If I choose notepad file, it will read the executable file and it will give the silent parameter. For this application silent parameter is /s. Okay, and let's go to one more setup. So let me browse it again. So if you have observed, in the last session we have used preset.exe to find the silent switch. So we tried to visit the website, we not able to find out, and also we took the help of command prompt to find the silent switch of the preset.exe, but we did not get any luck on that. And finally we have tried process explorer. So under process explorer we have got the silent switch, but here we can see same setup we are not able to find the silent switch under the tool universal silent switch finder, correct? So we need to use both the tools. Sometimes it will appear and sometimes it won't appear, it completely depends. Okay, so best tool to find the silent switch is Process Explorer. This is the best tool to find the silent switch of the any application with the help of Process Explorer. And one more tool is universal silent switch finder. This is the final option where you can give a try to find the silent switch. So if you have observed the same setup, if we go and see with the help of Process Explorer, we can see the silent switch. Let me show you. Open. So the process will start. I hope still it does not listed here. So we can see the prompt, UI prompt on the screen. Let me look out in Process Explorer. I am still not able to view this process. Let me refresh. Okay, let me close and reopen. So it will be start with P. So here you can see that process is started and we can view that setup. So just right click on that process, properties, string, and maximize this window, click on find and try with silent. Last time we have tried same and we able to see the silent switch. Let me show you again. Okay, I think it is /s. Okay, let me try again silent. Let me close and try again one more time. So here you can see, right, for silent mode use /s/v/qn. If you run the same setup in universal silent switch finder, we are unable to see any silent switch, correct? So let me show you one more example. If I choose Python application, so here also we are unable to view the silent switch. Let me go to the first setup where we saw silent switch, that is for notepad. So if you see the notepad, here it is listing the silent switch is /s. So it completely depends. We should not rely on this tool, but I suggest to give a try if you don't find any alternate method. So as per me, the Process Explorer is the best tool to find the silent switch because it is a Microsoft tool where we can easily find the silent switch of the application. So these are the 4 methods where we can find the silent switch of the application. One is by visiting vendor website, and one is via command prompt, and one is via process explorer. One more method is the universal silent switch finder. Okay, let's jump into the session again. So we got to know how we can find the silent switch of the application. So let's give a start. So let me start with Python. Let me start with this application. So here we are trying to find the silent switch of the application. Before that, I will kill all the process, all the existing other application process, and let me clear event viewer and everything. I think it is already cleared state. Let me review again. So let me clear the junk, and let me clear %temp before we start. So if you see here, there are many files. We don't know which are related to our application. So the best practice is to delete the existing files before we start the application installation. So let me clear it. So this, I am unable to delete these files. You can ignore if it is not we are not able to delete it. So, and also we need to go to the task manager, and also we need to enable the command line. You can check in my previous videos how to enable command line, and we also need to go to the registry to check to enable the log file. So I hope it is already enabled. I don't want to waste my time here. So let's give a start on the application. So today we are going to show you on tree size free application. So we have cleared everything, and we are trying to find the silent switch by passing /?. Here you can see it shows the list of options with this parameter. So here we can see we can enable log while, and also we can enable suppress message box, and also we can suppress restart of the application at the end of the application. Sometimes application will do force restart. You can pass /no restart to suppress that. And here if you see, here it lists out prompt at the beginning of the setup. So here you can see the parameter /silent or /very silent we can use to install this application silently. So we know that this application have silent switch, correct? So let's give a try with /silent. So if you see here, still it is prompting UI screen. So this is not expectable behavior in the production environment. It should go very silent so that user can't see any interface of the installation. So let me give one more try. So you should not rely on the silent window. You should give a try, and then you need to implement in the packaging. So if I try this method, you don't see any UI screen on the machine. So earlier when I pause /silent, you can see the UI prompt, right? So that is the difference. You need to give a try. You should not rely on the silent parameter. Unless you don't test, you can't rely on the provided silent parameter. So let's jump into the task manager. If I jump into the task manager, you need to search with the process setup. So I hope it is already got installed because it is a very small setup. Let me give a look in appwiz.cpl. So if you see here, the tree size free application is installed very silently. So that's good. We can able to find the silent switch via /question mark. You can see the prompt and you can choose whatever you want to do with this application. So this is easy, we are able to find. Sometimes what will happen, the application won't have the silent switch. In that case we need to go with the repackaging the application from exe to msi to do the silent installation. And sometimes application will extract msi and we need to pick up that msi from the extracted folder. So if we have, remember, extracted folders are this, and it also vary from application to application, so that in order to see where that application is extracting, you need to monitor task manager. Before it install the application, it will extract application in some location, and from there it will start the installation. Okay, and also we need to check event viewer whether that application extracted any msi or not. If it extracted any msi, then we can choose that msi, we can pick up that msi and we can start using that msi to install the application. So if you see here, I don't see any msi is extracted for this application. So let me clear this data. So let me try with another application. So let me try with Python application. So this application also have the silent parameter to install the application, /quiet /simple /uninstall to uninstall the application. So let's not to go with this application. So let me choose this application. Let me see which this application, whether this application have the silent parameter or not. If not, we can go with repackaging or with the msi. So here you can see this application won't display any silent parameter. So we can give a try with process explorer, and also we can try with different parameters, but I am not trying with those options because I want to do some progress in this video further. So let me see whether this application is extracting any msi or not. So still the process is not started, so let me click OK. So if you see here, it is doing some extracting task and it is extracting some files under ctemp. Let me go to that folder. So you need to monitor the timestamp. Timestamp is very important. So let me, it showed us it is extracting under ctemp. So if you see here, it extracted all the files under ctemp, and also you can monitor the timestamp of the folder, 24th March 11:29, and also you can see 24th March 11:29 at the bottom of the taskbar right side corner. So it is extracting files before installing the application, as we discussed in the document. Any application, before installing the application, it will extract some files in some location. From there it will start the execution. In this case, it is extracting the files under ctemp. It completely depend upon the application behavior, but most of the cases it will extract the files to these locations, and in very rare cases it will extract in different locations. In our case, it is extracting under ctemp, so it is extracting msi. We don't see this application have the silent switch, right? But we have that msi. With the help of msi, we can silently install this application. So let me make a note here. So so if application have silent switch, we can use the silent parameter. In case if the application won't have silent parameter, then we will go with repackager to convert exe2.msi file to install the application silently. And second method is, if application extracts .msi, then we will pick up that .msi file, and we will create .mst file to install the application silently. Okay, so if the application have silent switch, we use the silent parameter, right? And in case if the application won't have silent parameter, then we will go with repackager to convert exe to msi to install the application silently. And if application extracting msi file, then we will pick up that msi file from extracted folder, and we will create msd file to install the application silently. So in our case, the application is extracting msi, and also we can see that msi execution here, but we did not started the setup, just we have observed that application is extracting msi. So let me go to the event viewer and see. Application name is aft. Okay, process got killed, so let me install that application again. Okay, this application is just extracting files, and we need to pick up that files, and we need to start the installation. So if you have observed, this application is extracting msi, so we can use the msi to install the application. Let me do copy as path. So it is very rare case. What will happen when application extracts files, it will start execution, but this application is just extracting files and we are doing manually, but 100% cases are there that application will start by extracting files in some location and it will start the installation without any interaction. So let me start installing this MSI. So, and also I just want to create log file. Let's skip log file and just give a quick review on the MSI silent installations. So in order to install the MSI silently, we have a command line MSI exec forward slash MSI exec forward slash I, copy as path, and for let's go with UI mode and then we will come to silent switch. So in just we will come to know whether that application is installed silently or in the second method. Okay, let's give a start now. So just we need to pass forward slash qn to install this application silently, but we are not doing that so that we can see. So now here you can see it is showing the installation wizard, and also it is showing it is extracting files under C program file x86, and it is showing the, and it is asking us to begin the installation. If upon install it will go with installation, but we are not doing that installation because we want to try with silent, right? So to install the application silently, MSI exec forward slash I, path of MSI, and forward slash qn. So now you can see the application is not showing any UI prompt. Earlier it was showing UI prompt because we did not pass the silent switch parameter forward slash qn. And also if you have observed on my screen, the application created a shortcut on my desktop. Let's look into the ARP entry. I just refreshing that ARP entry, and still we don't see any ARP entry of this application. Oh, we can see that ARP entry of this application, right? This is one method by through installing MSI. So let's recap what we have discussed in today's session. In today's session we have discussed on application silent switch part 2, where we have discussed on to find the silent switch of the application via vendor site, and we have discussed on command prompt to find the silent switch, and also we have used process explorer. And my suggestion, process explorer is the best tool to find the silent switch of the application, and also you can use the universal silent switch finder to find the application if there is no alternate method. And we also seen before application gets installed on the machine, it will extract files in some location. From there it will start the installation of the application. These are the few applications, these are the few folders where it will extract the files before it start the installation of the application. And before we start the application installation, we can say this is the best practice to do. If you don't do, we can't see any positive progress. So one is to enable the log file, and one is to enable the event viewer, and one is to clear the event viewer, one is to enable the command line, and one is to clear the percentile temp. And we have seen application is installing silent switch parameter. In case if application won't have the silent parameter, then we need to do the repackager we will cover in the next upcoming sessions. And in case if application don't have silent switch but it is extracting MSI, then we can go through the extracted MSI and we can install that application by passing the command line MSI exec forward slash I and forward slash question mark to install the application. silently. So in upcoming session, hopefully we will cover on before we cover on repackager, we need to cover on install right and or picture taker, and then we will and then we will and then we will discuss on the repackager. Let's meet in the next upcoming session. Have a nice day. Have a good day ahead. Bye bye.